I don't know.
That would be cool. Although I feel like about 95% of people would open it up and go, "Ooh, what is this?"
Yeah, I don't know. Esports with a capital S. Never heard of that before. Cretins, all of them. Right, so let's move on to our final game of the night. As we said already, we've set it up very nicely indeed because both these teams have something to play for, but Space Soldiers only have pride to play for, unfortunately. Nevertheless, they will want to end this with a win. And EnVyUs, however, all they have to do is win 16-14. And they will qualify for the grand final tomorrow as the number 2 seed.
Or in OT.
Yeah.
Or do it in OT if they really want to make it difficult for themselves, which they've already made it difficult for themselves this evening.
Yeah.
They have.
I mean, on paper, gents, you'd look at this and go, it's hard to see how Space Soldiers win if they can't beat either Hellraisers or LDLC in the other games.
Yeah, and they have nothing to play for. So, but that
Yeah, which makes it kind of doubly hard, doesn't it?
well, they could probably play a lot of risk strategies and just play a little bit
fun,
YOLO. Yeah,
enjoy
just
it,
for fun.
puggy.
Yeah, and then when people do that, you tend to play better individually.
I've noticed that about you.
He's already down after the last match.
Kick a dog when he's down, right?
Wasn't really necessary. I like how I could go against all logic in any of my arguments and still get a prediction right. That's always a lot of fun.
I just like the fact that you've stuck with your Hellraisers hat. I think that's very, very proud of you, even knowing what you know about the fact that their chances of getting to the grand final are very slim right now.
It's slim, but not impossible.
Sitting there praying for a Space Soldiers
And considering that both of the teams who are playing now, one of them is out. If the one that wins is an EnVy, then the other one is out, and those are both the teams I predicted to go through. So either way, I'm wrong.
Okay.
No matter what happens here, I'm
not
wrong.
sure that's a good thing, Tom.
Yeah, but I might as well be like incredibly wrong, or be the only person.
Or be wrong and look good doing it.
Yeah, or be the only person to say that I think Hellraisers will get through.
Right. Okay. I like
So
that.
I have like a small chance of victory and still being wrong overall.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least I will have worn my hat for a bit.
And Simon, the analyst, will have predicted both teams in the grand final.
Well, not if I'm right, because
So
then
he's kind of done his
Hellraisers.
job.
No, because he didn't say Hellraisers.
Oh, I see.
So if I am right, then
Right,
he's
yeah,
also
no, I'm
wrong,
with
and
you.
that's an added bonus as well.
Gotcha. With you now. Perfect. Like it a lot. There's some science behind that, I think. We'll get into
I
the
don't
map
even know.
veto
I don't know
very
how he
shortly.
just agreed with my rubbish, but that's
So I'm
fine.
just going to go, like, it's late, whatever. We're going to get into the map vetoes very shortly, so let's turn our attention to those maps. We've seen a number of
Cobbles.
different styles, but I think what it comes down to is one map this time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will be very surprised if it's not Cobble.
Yeah.
At the same time, like when you're Space Soldiers at this point, why not just have a bit of fun with it and just like veto it out off the bat?
Yeah.
No, just insta-ban Cobble and then just watch EnVy go, wait, what?
Yeah.
How do we veto now? And then just, because as said, they've already got every other map other than Nuke and Inferno that they're happy to play. So just ban Cobble as well. And then EnVy have to sort of go, well, we were kind of thinking we were going to be playing that one. And also, you haven't won it today anyway, so why not?
Okay, good logic. I like it. Are you going to go along with that, or have you got another train of thought here? Another train of thought.
Like the logical
Train of thought. Have you got another train of thought?
Are we done? Are we done?
Train is actually it's possible.
I think train's reasonable. It could come out.
It could come out, but I think still the most logical choice here is going to be Cobblestone. But I do like your idea of them just going straight out and banning it. Let's see.
Yeah, roulette veto is on the way. Or veto roulette. I'm not sure which one we're going to call it just yet, but I like it.
If they're going logically, they'll just be Space Soldiers banning Inferno Nuke. Then we'll see EnVy probably go with Mirage and Cash. And then when it comes down to the end, I don't think Overpass would be particularly bad for either team, although EnVy's not particularly good at that, so they'll probably remove that as well.
So Miragi has gone.
And then it probably will end up as Cobble. Like Cobble or Train should be the last two, unless someone takes it out before.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, called it. We called both maps. Look at us.
And then they'll probably take it to Cobble, yeah.
Okay, so we go Cobble after. So after talking about the fact that they might not go to Cobble because we end up on Cobble anyway.
You guys were talking about that. I said it was going to be Cobble. I'm just.
Well, it's
I'm just putting it out
It's
there.
one of those things again where I've said something, and then when I've actually gone into talking about the veto, I have just ended with Cobble anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more fun to not just say Cobble and then stand here for 2 minutes.
We could do that.
It's called filling. Like,
It's called okay, yeah, I don't know this.
We had this sort of idea.
What are you on about? We did gamers for a month.
Oh, God. I'm
Yeah,
wrecked.
that's definitely wrecked him now. Right, so we've got Cobble as our map for the final game of the day. I guess we have to talk about who your favourite teams are for this particular matchup.
Space Soldiers.
Bearing in mind what we know, however, what I'm also going to tell people at home is don't go anywhere after the end of the match because we've got a very special announcement about the fact that you can win more than $4,000 worth of skins. So don't go anywhere because that announcement's coming at the end of this match, just as a reminder to stay around afterwards and listen to the dulcet tones of the Professor. Apparently it's live, so let's drop you into the game right now as Simon and Tom will bring you the final match of ESG Tours for the qualifying round.
Here we go. Space Soldiers looking for some pride. And EnVy looking to try and get through. So this is basically, also EnVy are fighting for your prediction.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm backing, to be fair, I would actually back Space Soldiers anyway, because I still think this is their best map. The only worry I have is that, like you said, that they do just not care. But I don't think they would ever play that. Just play this as if it's a practice match.
Exactly.
You're up against a top tier team. Like, why not just give it your all? If you win, then you're like, yeah, we can beat EnVy on Cobblestone. And they have done, well, have come very close. I remember in WSG that they should have beaten them on this map. It was a very different team. Either way, instant dink. XMS down low. Zontares in his favorite of positions and already picking up the easy double. Make it another. And while it looks like Zontares is here to play.
He is. He's back in his home, back in his cabin. Alex stepping up as well, picking up a kill. Good to see him stepping up early on in the game. And Sixer, you're a good player, but it's down to 1 versus 5. The bomb is planted, and not much you can do.
Yeah, just looking to maybe make a little bit of extra cash with the USP. $300, it may not seem like a lot, but when you add in, say, a smoke, a kit, or an extra SMG pistol, or for the fact that it is Sixer, that extra kill means he can actually buy a P250 instead of maybe saving, because he wants to have that AWP.
Yeah. Zontares with a 4 kill in that opening pistol round. No surprise there when he's on the T side. He just likes to go that way, pick up kills. That's kind of what he does.
I think we saw a 9-6 half on the T side previously, and I normally expect more from them. But EnVy have been pretty good at this CT side so far today, although it's actually their T side which let them down versus Hellraisers, which was quite surprising, really.
It's all about that economy play. And unfortunately, I don't think they've changed much about it coming into this one, so we'll have to see what happens.
Going to be coming out from Major. He's actually missed one in the smoke, so XMS is going to be able to come in from behind. Free frag for him, and now things get a little bit dangerous. It's a 4, make that 5 even versus 3. A lot of low health on RPK at least, but he still picks up another one. That's an AK dropped as well. The second round force looking like it's about to really damage this T-side. They're all rotating. Look at the push coming through. They're not going to expect Scream. He's just going to pick off the bomb. That's it. It's done. Engine has to find 5 kills in 40 seconds. Somehow try and retrieve the bomb at the same time. How much money can he make? That's the question. Well, there's 2. Can he get the 3rd? Not looking likely as he gets flanked from Scream, and it's the break back that EnVy needed to get their CT side off to a much better start.
Fantastic play coming out from EnVy. And it all comes down to missing that person at the start of the round and getting that fine backstab with the Deagle on plat. Just the offensive plays coming out from EnVy. You see it from Hellraisers as well on this map. It just works on the CT side. Hopefully we'll see more of that from EnVyUs when they got weapons in hand. Hopefully not for this one though, because Space Soldiers are on pistols. Fully bottle.
Yeah, Scream going to purchase up another rifle while dropping one over to XMS. So we still have a couple of rifles, few SMGs alongside them. We'll see if there can be a return for Space Soldiers with the pistols themselves. Now, in the previous map, although they lost, no one could deny that that Deagle on Zontares is disgusting. He's an absolute monster with it. And
oh my God.
Engine.
Wasn't that fixed? You're not supposed to jump
no,
one shot with...
the first bullet is actually more accurate. Because that, that was the fix that we needed.
God damn it, Val. What are you doing?
Paz going to be able to find another couple as well, leaving him with an M4. And the bait going to be coming in, so it means that there's going to be another. You just like fell back from the screen in terror. And well, XMS now 1v2. Rifle been picked up for Paz, but trying to rotate back around, maybe overthinking the situation, leaves it down to a 1v1, and XMS will save the day, but boy, was that close.
Oh my God. That shot is absolutely disgusting. Valve, you need to sort out some stuff.
This is where you just need it to say fixed, and like big like inverted commas just come up.
Twitch,
fixed.
Reddit, make it happen, please.
Oh my God. Well, back to the drawing board. This time, the T-side really don't have anywhere near as much invested, but Paz is still going with that decoy. He actually gets 2. How is this happening? Okay, RPK, thank you for restoring a little bit of normality to this round. But this is already looking a lot more sketchy, and Major is sneaky. Gonna go pushing through, however, the bomb has been dropped. Major needs to double back around. Instead, he's still gonna be pushing forward. Now, he does have the surprise factor. RPK gonna go back around, and he gets finished off. That's a rifle into the hands. Now, this is an eco round. They've already dropped 3 players. So this is already a success. No matter what happens here for Space Soldiers, this is a success. But they have a chance not only to do that, but to also finish off the remaining 2 players. It is down to RPK and Scream. Again, it's going to come down to those mind games. One of the players is rotating back around, for both teams in fact. Can Major time this perfectly to not only avoid Scream, but also get back onto the A side without anybody knowing? It looks like Scream is actually going to be falling back. Calyx, is he going to make the fake drop sound? I wonder if that's what he was doing just over in that spot, trying to drag a player over, and it has. Scream has now gone moving over towards this B side of the map. It's perfect. It's such a smart play because it does sound exactly like the drop position. Sneaking past is going to be Major. Now over towards the door will be Scream. He's going to be spotted. Can he get the bomb down? That'll be such a success. Nade timing, pretty good. Does more damage onto Scream, and there's the bomb down. Now there's nothing for Calyx in this situation. A little bit of extra done to Major. But now the bomb is ticking in the favor of Space Soldiers. What can they do? Shots going away, damage being done. Major takes another in the meantime, but loses his life. RPK saves the day, but it shouldn't have been necessary. They lose 4 players, the bomb goes down, and now Space Soldiers come into a bye.
What's even more weird in that situation for EnVyUs, they're 2 versus 2. They've heard that drop sound, so either there's a guy on plat long B, or there's a guy in the drop, but both players just go out towards that A side without looking down middle for the rotation. Does not look behind, and that is absolutely fantastic play coming out from Paz. But yeah, EnVyUs picks it up in the end, but what a round for Space Soldiers. That was expensive for Envy.
And this is the perfect reset opportunity. They forced Envy to spend every penny. Happy has the most money, or nope, sorry, RPK does with 1,150. So they won't have enough to buy. They would only be receiving 1,400, but they still have to win the round. So that's the thing. You can do all that damage and then lose the next one, and it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is where we need to see Space Soldiers stepping up. They started with a pistol win. Since then, have been doing damage left, right, and center, but been unable to convert any of these rounds. CT side already using quite a lot of their utility.
Interestingly enough, Centaurus has been sent out towards A. He's not being sent out to drop. And he's about to face off against Scream. In the meanwhile, there's a push going on towards B, but the bomb is still dropped, and Scream takes out Centaurus over towards A. That's going to give them a lot of info. There's not a single player left on the A bomb side.
Calyx can't quite do it like Centaurus can. Not going to be finding that opening pick. Peek comes out from XMS. He loves to challenge this plat position, but gets blinded. Still alive. Doesn't get taken down. Eventually, nope. Eventually does, but Happy's found another. Leaving it into a 3 versus 2. Only 30 seconds remain. They're going to go barreling onto the site. Spot the man on tree. Paz finds the entry. Pushing out of plat is his position. Engine gets one more, and it's on to Sixer with the AWP. Going to go falling back, a more passive position. Will he expect the man on tree? Yes, he will. Finishes off Engine. And now it's on to Paz in the 1 versus 1. Bomb is going to be planted. Wasn't a whole lot of time left. looking over towards the side path. Doesn't spot anything out. The timing may have just got the better of Sixer, as now his opponent can look to try and play the mind games. Will he get in from behind? He has no idea where he's gone. Yes, he will. Smart from Sixer. Timing works out, and EnVy will get themselves another round in a row. However, bomb plant, 4 players dead. It's going to be a bye.
Yeah, for sure. If Space Soldiers don't buy off of this, well, yeah, looking at their money, obviously they are. But EnVyUs, they keep racking up rounds now, but man, do they lose people. And let's see what Happy goes for. He goes for the M4. And only a UMP on XMS.
Calyx again with a slow start. Hasn't been his day today. Show us what you got. It's frustrating because I know how talented this guy is. XMS! Well, the style of Paz is to go running into the B site, so how do you counter that? By running into him instead.
Yeah.
XMS takes him down within the first few seconds of the round, and that's already removing a lot of the sort of normal plays. Now, the weird thing is, I don't know if this is just because of the situation, but yeah, as you said, Santaris has now just become a dedicated A player.
Which is really weird.
King of drop.
Well, he's the king of most places, to be fair, so... saying that!
Not A long, that's the second round in a row that he's gone down there. Wants to scream, and the second time Sixer takes off his head. It's normally the kings taking off the heads, not the other way around. Nice peek out from Scream. Gives them a 3-man advantage. Will quickly diminish to 2, but again, another perfect flashbang. Leaves it all onto Major. Managed to get onto the bomb site. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that trusty bomb to plant, so he's got to try and find somebody here. Spots out the first. Drops down. He knows that that was a mistake as well, because that gives all the information over to his opponent, and it's simple stuff for Happy. A mistake that didn't need to be made. At the same time, I don't think it would have made much of a difference.
No, not at all, but it's a big round for EnVy, because they end up going on to the next round here with 4 weapons. So finally they can start building a little bit of a bank account. And saying that that mistake didn't matter too much, well, in the end it kind of mattered, because he wasn't able to pick up a frag or 2 to try to further damage EnVyUs' economy. Santaris this time around is at least over towards that B-bomb side, so we'll have to see if he... Nah, in fact he's got the Deagle in hand. He wants to get that pick over towards Plat. So far being denied by the smokes.
It is going to be a quick trade to start. But it is the CT side coming out on top now. Major has still got a rifle. Bomb's actually rotating. He waits, but it doesn't matter. Scream will take him down anyway, and now Paz is stuck in no man's land.
Well, we've seen some crazy shots coming out from his Deagle. Will he be able to replicate that now? No. RPK shuts him down.
You're so quick. Will he be able to do it? No. Nope. Nope. Sorry. I didn't say anything. You were so quick to say no that you thought we might forget that you said it.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding everyone, you asshole.
That's why I'm here.
I like it.
I'm not feeling so good at the moment, though. Come on, Space Soldiers. Do it for Hellraisers. Even though they did just beat you and knock you out of the tournament, which probably has you a little bit bitter. But do it for Hellraisers anyway. Do it for my hat.
I mean, you can...
Oh, that's perfect.
Burn.
Easy. XMS, just so calm as well. And Engine, no matter what he does in that situation, he's screwed. Yeah. I think the best case, from my perspective, you want to just peek and try and take the kill. At least then if it's a trade, it's not the end of the world. Standing in it like he did was sort of just like, maybe he won't know I'm here.
From my point of view, it looked like he was cycling through his nade, so he was kind of hoping he had smoke. But
either way, that's now a 2-man advantage, and EnVy looking more and more dominant as the rounds go by. We had a lot of close ones, the pistols doing their work, but as it goes by, it's the CT side just getting stronger and stronger, and we see similar situations just occurring once again. Trying to play late towards A has not been working for Major whatsoever, and even just individual duels are going the way of EnVy. 7-1 up, CT side. And we already saw earlier that they got to, what was it, 8-9, started feeling confident, and then their T side, they absolutely overrun their opposition. Then the second match, their CT side was the better by far, and their T side was atrocious. But now, they're 7-1 up. They've won 7 rounds in a row. I don't think it matters which side is better. If you win every single round on one of the halves, well, you would actually have to be just terrible to actually lose the next one. Ooh!
Does not pick up the second kill, but not much health left on that guy. Now for Space Soldiers to try to rectify this to get a couple of kills. It's a 3 versus 3.
They've gone back to basics as well. This is it. It's gone. Zontaris, look, like, we get it. You want to try A, but it's not working. So just go back to drop. And he's like, oh, okay. Go back to drop. But XMS doesn't care. There is Zontaris. Peeks out from drop. Gets 1. Gets 2. And now it's on to Sixer. He won the last clutch. 1 versus 2. Now it's a 1v1. 9 HP. Surely that's simple, right? Fake flash. It's been a while since I've seen one of those work.
It was super effective.
It was actually, I think the last time I remember it working was Sixer's teammate of Kenny, but... Oh, he misses the shot! Oh, it's close, but it's not quite there. Zontaris, even with his silky skills, can't clutch that round out. 9 HP, 1v3, still takes down 2. 8-1.
But I mean, this should probably send a signal to the Space Soldiers team that, okay, maybe, just maybe, we should start putting Zontaris over towards B. Maybe.
He still lost, though, you know.
Not good enough.
Yeah. If it's not 3, then what's the point? 3 is the magic number. XMS. I love this spot. Absolutely love it, because it's just dirty. Unless it's Molotov'd out, they're absolutely screwed.
No.
And RPK, oh my goodness, XMS sprays them down. It's a nice little crossfire and easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was one of the most simple rounds you've seen from EnVy so far. Space Soldiers tried to go back to basics, and they get treated like basics.
But look at this. He's unfortunate. He's pressed mouse too.
It was unfortunate, but at the same time, it then set him up to get the next 2 kills, because he probably would have got the next one, but then he would have run out of ammo.
Yeah.
So it was all a master plan.
New way of playing the M4 silence. All right.
The land of make-believe.
I think you're full of shit.
So do I, and I have been all day. It's disappointing that you guys are only realizing this now. It's pistols once again. This time they will actually catch off the man who is forced to switch. Happy just going peeking, and this is just almost old style EnVy of you want portions of the map, well we control all of the map. Sixer decapitates engine. Calyx, can you show us what you can do? Because today it just hasn't happened. Space Soldiers have missed out on another LAN that they could have qualified for. They didn't get themselves to the major. They did manage to go to Cologne and show that they can play versus some of the best teams in the world in at least a best-of-1 format. But again, it comes back to online qualifiers. And no matter what the outcome of this game is, they have not qualified for the Mykonos LAN.
Oh, that feeling though.
Yeah.
It looks like such a sick event. Just chilling in a villa on Mykonos. Sounds super chill, man. Stop stroking your, what's the word? Hat. All right, yeah.
Yes, hat was the word that you couldn't think of. Hat. You know, the most complicated of all words. You forgot the word hat.
It was not intentional, I promise.
Boosters come out. Scream and Sixer have managed to get themselves a man advantage. They expect Happy, but they can't do anything about it. Calyx will eventually trade, turning it into a 2 versus 3. Paz has to be the man with the plan, and the plan is go aggressive over towards the B site. XMS is still going to be there. They have absolutely no idea. They should have a little bit of an idea that he's here, but it doesn't matter. Paz will peek, and XMS will finish off one more. Calyx in a 1 versus 2. Normally I would still have some belief, but not today. Not today for Calyx. It's one that he's just got to write off. 1 versus 2, however. 39 HP. 40 seconds. Sixer still has full and the AWP. Fake drop sound. He's still throwing in a few quirks, which I appreciate.
But it was a little bit too quick. He should have waited a little longer to do that fake. No way he had the time to move all the way up to drop. But in the heat of the moment, That's not easy to know.
18 seconds left as he tries to push out, and Sixer, comfortable shot, 11-1. Well, at one point there was a talk of round difference and the fact that it didn't matter as long as EnVyUs won. It seems like they want to make sure that they finish top of the group with the best round difference in the tournament because they're 11-1 up at the moment.
Yeah. Thing is, they're not that good at math, so they're just making sure by winning 16-1 they should.
So are we through now? It's like you were already, but now you're more through. There you go.
More through.
You're more through, even though it's playing against the other teams. Antares, there we go. He's over towards A. He's got the aim. Can he get the ace? That would be the AAA if he can do that. I don't mean the battery. Though he is powerful. XMS is going to be able to finish off Major, at least on the other side of the map. They still have 3 players, and you've got to like that long control from Sixer. It just means that trying to get out onto this site is going to be so difficult. They need to remove him. He does miss the shot, and the flashbang helping significantly, but the same could be said from Happy. Aggression, and Calix just looks away. Engine now all that remains. Happy goes big again. 12-1. Doesn't feel good to be a Hellraisers fan, does it?
On one side, it kind of feels like SpaceS doesn't care because they won't go through to the finals tomorrow. But at the same time, you see them trying. It's not down to tactics. So it's just EnVy playing really, really well. I mean, the big problem for EnVy is how they manage their economy, but that's not a problem when you win every single round.
Yeah, they just bear in mind, they only lost the pistol. That's it.
Yeah.
It's 12 rounds in a row. Doesn't get much better than that. They have, however, lost the first man. But never mind. XMS has been so good at trading things back. He's been dominant on plat.
He's been quite good today.
Yeah, he really has. And I think he's a person in this team, at least for a while, he's been taking a lot of stick. Because he's more of an unknown factor when he first sort of joined and people weren't expecting a whole lot. But I do think that if this team is going to rise to prominence, he's going to be one of the men who have to bring them through. And even blind, he still picks up a kill. It is just going to be a quick trade. Push out from Calix. Only has a pistol. Not ideal. He's 2-12 at the moment. Getting absolutely slaughtered by the EnVyUs side. RPK on the site. He's shooting all of the plant pots and none of the players, but eventually he will finish off one. Calix is able to trade things back. Engine with a nice headshot as well, and it's all onto Scream. Can we finally see a buy round from EnVy? Or from SpaceS, sorry. It's going to be into the 1 versus 1. Scream looking to finish it, and never mind, there's no buy rounds for SpaceS in this matchup. 13-1. Scream even going to just buy a little bit more time. Probably looking to try and find an AWP.
I thought he was BMing. I mean, if you were a top player, Tom, you would BM like every single game. I think
I'd do it even if I was losing. It's like, yeah, we got 1 round. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
That's basically what I do in MM.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it's just like, say I'm getting destroyed and everybody's saying easy, easy. I'll win 1 round and I'll just be like, easy. And it annoys them more than it annoys me.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, what do you mean easy? You've got 1 round. It's like, I'm in your head now. And then they'll beat me 16-1 and I won't feel so cocky anymore.
Well, then you just mute them and you're fine. Either way, we got past once again, just going straight out onto plat. But this time around,
oh, they've switched it. Double AWPs.
Sexy.
This is just even like the show of money. It's like, we haven't done this the whole map. We don't need to do this. We've already won 13-1. But we're going to do it anyway because we can.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And Happy is now just styling. Takes down Calix, who's having an absolute nightmare. He's not going to sleep well tonight.
Oh, that flash wrecked him.
Scream, still just taking aggressive fights. Why not at this point? Major will be able to get 1, and Engine actually gets another. They've at least opened up this round a little bit. Don't have any control of the bomb. All 3 players are actually going to come in rotating. They're kill hungry at the moment, and that may be the death of them. At least in the form of RPK, it will be. Rotation coming in. Now, Engine, if he just carries his run on, he has B. All he wants. He has it. Major going for the AWP is not something you see too often. Just trying to retreat back. Oh, just get away. And now the B site, yeah, as I said, it's going to be completely open. Bomb will be going down. EnVy are going to have nothing they can do to be able to stop that. It's going to end up as a retake once again. Now, as said, bear in mind, every single retake, every single clutch, every single 1v2, every single everything, other than the pistol, has gone the way of the CT side. Now, let's see if Happy can continue the perfect record. Oh, he's baiting them out, pretending that he's going for the defuse. They're going to start spraying through it, but it doesn't mean anything. Now, this time, it's not so fake, but Engine will be able to at least get them a second. They get the first round of the half, they get the last round of the half, but every single one in the middle has gone the way of EnVy. It's going to be a tough turnaround, but can Space Soldiers pull off a miracle?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I find it hard to believe. RPK, you can see it on the scoreboard. You got RPK,
15, 15, 15, 12, 12. Like it's not like one player's just going absolutely ham. Every single player on EnVy is performing.
And once again, Calyx.
Yeah, it hasn't been his day.
You were talking so much about Calyx before we started today. I had such high expectations for that lad, and he's just disappointed me so much.
I feel like you're blaming me for that,
Yeah.
as if that's anyway my fault.
It's a commentator's curse, isn't it? Oh, you should look out for him, he's sick. You just wrecked the lad.
Don't worry, Calyx, no matter what happens, I still love you.
Good to know.
Here we go. Who's going to be coming out? Nice start. Engine will find one, but RPK is quick to trade things back. Calyx, here we go. Getting himself two. Can't quite finish off the third, but he's done enough, at least in this pistol round. Major will be there. And, well, from 3 kills to 5, comeback is on.
Indeed, indeed it is.
So I just want to point things out. They have 3 rounds. They won both pistols.
Nice. That is sick. That is
So that's the second time today they've won both pistols. Here we go. Let's see if they can turn things around already. Goodbye, Major. Tech9, 1 shot to the face, and that's already going to be a rifle into the hands of the T side if they can get it. Paz looking to try and re-aggress, and he gets taken down as well. This is not going well. Space Soldiers, come on. You can't win both pistols and lose both second rounds. That would just be awful. Happy going to be peeking out, does get taken down. So there's still a decent chance for them here. They still have the better weaponry. At the same time, they've got to be careful because these pistols can be so deadly. An Engine just caught out. Calyx looking to try and save them here. He does get another double for himself, but it's all onto Zontaras. Nade should finish off one and actually drops the bomb in an open position. But what on earth was that from Scream? 14-3, both pistols won, both second rounds lost. I'm almost tempted to cry at this point.
Wow, what a shot from Scream.
Filth.
And I've got to give it to RPK as well. He's been top form this game. The entire game. He's just hitting insane shots time and time again. And no surprise that Space Soldiers have bought into this round. Do not have a lot of utility.
Don't have a lot of anything.
No, that pretty much sums it up.
Hope, that's gone. Pride, that's definitely gone.
You were talking about them looking for pride. Do you feel like they found it?
No.
No.
No. Not in any way, shape, or form. The 0-3 looking ever more likely. And there may only be 2 rounds left. Let's see what they can do with the pistols, though. There's going to be the push coming out from Happy, and this is the same stuff we saw before, where he's just able to sneak around. Engine will be able to get the first kill of the round. But just the backstab here from Happy could be so perfect. He catches one, looks for the second knife out from Zontaras. But can there be a trade? Yes, Engine will be able to turn it into a 3v3. However, we already lose control of that B site. XMS looking aggressive, but it's Sixer to actually finish off Engine. And into a 2 versus 3. The buy in the next round won't be any better from Space Soldier, so they have to do it here. And Scream just finishing Major. Leaves it onto Paz. Got his CZ out. And it's not going to happen. Scream will finish both remaining players. 15-3. And it's going to have to be 12 rounds in a row. Something tells me I might not need to put my Hellraiser's hat back on.
That feels... I feel a little bad for you, man. But what we can do is when we get back on camera, you can just throw it away.
No.
No? Fine. Okay, so
Not a plastic
will this
fan
be
or
the
anything.
final?
Here we go. XMS leading the charges on. Torres will get the first, but he can't do anything more. Sixer, he's stepping up as well. It's been a massive performance across the board from this EnVy side. Deservedly getting themselves through to the next stage. Unless Engine and Major can stop them in their tracks and begin one of the most incredible comebacks of all time. The lights have come back on in the studio, so it seems that the production team don't believe, and I don't blame them at this point. Engine, the last man left after what has been an absolute slaughter. Oh, is he really going to get finished off by the nade? 7 HP, so close.
Nice.
Oh, never mind. 16-3, the most dominant performance we've seen today. EnVy moved to the very top of the group, and I don't really think there's that much more to say about it. It's just absolute demolition.
Other than the fact that I was completely right from the start.
Can we just end now? Because I think
We
on
could.
that bombshell.
On that bombshell, we could, couldn't we? Yeah. Dominating performance. And I have to say, what do you say after that game when the team wins both pistols and loses 16-3? There are 3 words that spring to mind in my head. I'm not going to say them. I think you know what I'm thinking right now. However, it is EnVy that do go through, weirdly, as the group leaders in the end. How did that happen at the end after losing their middle game? But they do go through as the group leaders. They are the #1 seed going into the grand final tomorrow, and they will play their French team, LDLC French.